Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is Mousesteps Weekly, episode number 21.
Legal age to drink. It's sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Yep, you check them out. Big announcement coming this week, I hear from them. Also, Maple Leaf Tickets, our official ticket agency. A great place to get tickets to all these upcoming events you're about to see.
Lots going on. And we went, well, you didn't go. You were over at Universal Studios. I went in the middle of the night to HowlOScream to don the Scream Cam.
Yes, the Scream Cam. I am very impressed, very proud of you that you went through with this.
And I don't look as scared as I felt right there.
So welcome to your very first Scream Cam experience here at HowlOScream. You've got the whole rig on. You ready? You ready for this whole thing?
No, but I will do it.
No, but I will do it. Now, there is a trooper right there. Well, just so you know, this is a little camera that's going to keep an eye on you during the whole experience. So, you know, if anything happens to you, we'll be able to locate the body or anything like that. Also, if you make any funny faces when you get scared, we will all be watching.
Good, not.
Good, not. It's very funny. So this is what you're about to experience is one of the brand new houses here at HowlOScream. It's called Blood Asylum. That's absolutely correct. And so do you know a little bit about the history of the Oglethorpe Asylum that Blood Asylum?
But I wanted to be surprised also, so I didn't go too deep into it.
Well, let me just, I'll give you a couple things to be concerned about, okay? Most of the residents are relatively benign. All right, they won't be too aggressive. However, there is one in particular that you have to be kind of concerned with. His name is Stu Loomis. Some people call him the Creature. He's a serial killer that's currently being held here. Shouldn't be a problem because he's in a very secure cell.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true?
I don't think that's true.
Well, it was the last time. That weather's not helping us any. Because the thing is, it does have an electronic lock. So as long as there's not a power failure, everything should be fine. Look at that smile. She's like, okay, that's good. That's good. You ready to get in there and see if you can?
Talk as long as you want.
You just want me to talk on and on and on?
You can talk as long as you want, yeah.
See, we just met. If you'd known me longer, you know that's a very dangerous thing to say. So I guess the only thing really that I have to say at this point is, welcome to Oglethorpe!
I'm so glad you're here.
Hello.
Let me get this right here. Now, I'm sorry about the power outage that just happened, but everything will be perfectly safe and perfectly fine. So if you would come right this way, your cell's ready.
Oh my gosh!
Okay. Just come, go ahead, go right in. That's the day room. It's okay, they're friendly.
Visitor day, visitor day.
Hello.
Play on.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Oh my gosh.
You gotta go!
I'm going!
You gotta run!
I'm going. Oh gosh.
Congratulations on making it through! You have made it. You
Wow.
have made it through.
So that
your
looked, very
first
intense.
Scream Cam
Well, for you, it wouldn't have been. For me, it was definitely. And I don't remember screaming at all.
And you said you didn't remember a lot of things. Like, did you remember the body thing?
Yes,
you
that
were-
I remember because Amy from Mice Chat, who had done it, told me that she had seen the body and she froze. That's on the YouTube. There's a lot of Scream Cam videos on YouTube. And so I thought I have to power through this. And so I ran through the bodies.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, what was going through your mind when you first walked in there and you got startled and scared? Because you looked freaked out.
I don't really remember. I don't remember that, and I don't remember saying I'm going. I said I'm going, but I don't remember that at all.
So would you do it again?
I would do it again. I'd probably try to go a little slower. I know I get scared and startled very easily. I don't go into haunted houses generally, and especially by myself at 6 o'clock in the morning when it's still dark out and it's menacing and lightning and.
Well, you ran pretty good. I was impressed
did.
by the speed.
Right at that body.
You're a runner. Did they not call you a runner?
He called me a runner, and you can see this whole video with both of the interviews.
On the show notes, yeah. Check out
the
show
notes. Well, right on our YouTube channel.
We'll link to it, correct.
And there I am.
There you are in the early morning.
And the dawn was just breaking right afterwards.
So while all this was going on, earlier in the night, I went to Universal Orlando. My good friend Ryan Richardson invited me, and it was a cast preview. So
Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights 2012. So it was also very menacing, and the difference this time for this year is they had roaming hordes called the Legions of Horror. So
meaning there was no, you couldn't walk on the sidewalk and not be scared.
Correct. There was no scare zones. There was no zones. You could just be anywhere in the park. Even if you're on your way to the bathroom or something, they could jump out of the bushes and scare you. I witnessed that kind of thing. So
I'm glad you went. 2 minutes on a house was enough.
These are the vampires right now, and you'll see these big tall creatures. They are the I guess they're called iniquitous.
Is she a vampire?
She was. Now those I think those are still iniquitouses.
With a hidden Mickey.
Yes, I'm sure that's what they were going for.
That's Universal, what you said. Hidden Mickey.
But that was I'm told they were originally the sort of the not logo, but the main monster or the main thing. But then it all sort of changed, so it's sort of roaming.
It was crowded that night, right? You said it was very crowded.
It was very crowded. We did get through all 7 of the houses, and I remember my favorite house was Gothic. I thought Gothic was fantastic. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. And I also really, really liked the Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller was another great. It was a 3D, so you were wearing 3D glasses.
But not Walking Dead.
Right. Oh, by the way, these are the traditionals. So you also have the beasts, the dragon warriors, the prisoners, which are women with chainsaws that chase you around. So. Yeah, it was.
That sounds like a fun night.
It was fun. It was quite fun. I mean, here's some decoration. You have your Halloween going on. A lot of smoke. You can smell the smoke everywhere. So, and they also during the regular event they have a show on the lake, which sounds pretty interesting. So
I enjoyed it when they had the sidewalks where I could see what's going on, but I don't have to necessarily participate.
So you could escape.
I could escape.
Now on a more not so scary, very different.
We've done 2 Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties this year, and look, Storybook Circus. That was quick. That was a fast walk.
Well, what we're doing is we're taking a look at some of the things that are a little new, continuing our new, and this was a returning treat trail.
Right, and it was. This is not the Casey Jr. treat trail, which is what I thought at first. The Candy Junction is actually right inside the train station,
and I
which
think
we
we're
missed
about
the
to
first
see
night.
a nicely dressed Halloween guest walk and get some candy in her bag.
No!
Look at this! What a cute outfit!
That. Oh, I did love the hat though. I got it from California Adventure.
Right. So there's the candy, and this was a tease for the actual trail. This, I guess, wasn't part of the full trail.
And
this is the real trail.
Wonderland Curious Candy Way, which is, I think, a different name than it was previously a couple years ago. But it's the same theme. It's still the Alice in Wonderland theme.
Right. I know a number of years ago, maybe 2 to 3 years ago, they actually had the Alice in Wonderland characters stationed throughout that trail. It was really cool.
Mad Hatter and Alice,
right.
But we didn't see them this time.
So I think the reason they probably stopped doing that is it had big bottlenecks and it got really nutty in there because everyone was wanting candy but then stopping for pictures. But it did make it really neat to see the characters.
It was cool.
But yeah, so it's basically the same as it was 2 years ago and previous to that, but it was nice to see it back now that Storybook Circus has reopened.
and we're heading out past Space Mountain, and we're gonna run to City Hall where we can find Phineas and Ferb, not in costumes.
Yeah, well, they're in purple Halloween type. They match their sign there.
But I think it's the same outfits as usual.
Well,
but they still have a Halloween backdrop, and it was cool to meet them. And Duffy is not over here, and I didn't see him anywhere.
Somebody said Duffy's there, but we did not see him the two parties we went to. And we were all over. And here's Mickey and Minnie in their Halloween splendor.
And we see them both in this outfits, but we're coming up on their pirate and princess outfits too.
So this is what happens. Mickey is going to wave his magical arm and transform them. See? Bring! There they are in their other Halloween, alternate
I'm not sure
Halloween
which I like
outfits.
better. They're both nice outfits.
It's
cool
nice to have
different.
the both. And another returning favorite is, of course, Disney's
Mix and Mingle.
Correct. And the show was not really changed from last year. There was I had talked to somebody who works on it, and I guess some different lighting and different smoke effects, but just technical things. The show itself is exactly the same.
I think it's a little less loud than it was a few years ago. It seems like it really scared me with those big booms before, but not so loud
they toned
now.
down the booms, which I know you always appreciate.
Yeah, I don't like loud, like during the Star Wars weekends and stuff, the hyperspace,
the hoopla.
Yeah.
I mean, you still see the big flashes and the fireworks.
Right, but it's not
just
so loud.
That boom that hits you right in the chest. So
because that would be too scary for me.
And it's not
so scary.
So we'll see some more of this. We'll continue our look at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in the coming weeks.
And we're going to also show soon SeaWorld Spooktacular in a week or two. But first, we got invited to Dine with Shamu.
Yes, Shamu was very accommodating. I had always wanted to dine with Shamu. So he was very happy to see us. Here he is, waving to all of us.
Wait, that's not... Well, we
See?
don't...
Hi, Shamu. He's waving.
Oh, stop.
Shamu loved having us there. He's smiling. See him smile?
Well, there was a number of the whales there. Pretty soon we'll see, I think about 4 of them were part of the show.
This is not the whales.
No, this isn't the whales. This is the food.
Right.
Which was very good. I thought, especially for a buffet, you had fresh fruit, sustainable foods.
I'm really not sure about what sustainable is, but to me it sustained my interest. It was very good. Everything was good if you ask me. Good potatoes, too.
The potatoes were very good. And they had the rice and the salad and fresh desserts. I don't know if you're going to be showing the desserts.
Oh, yes. You will fully see the desserts.
And fresh baked breads, fresh desserts. Everything was very, just excellent.
Yeah, you really are not walking out of there hungry.
You can't walk out of there hungry.
And they also offer soft drinks, beer, wine, all unlimited.
And the price right now is $29 for adults. And if you have, let's say you have 2 adults, currently you can get two kids for free with that, or 1 adult, 1 child, and I believe that's ages 3 through 9. And I think that's such a fantastic offer, and that's through Christmas.
And the highlight of the whole thing is you get to see all the whales. And you learn about the whales. I actually learned some things that I didn't know before. It's different than going to a show. So very entertaining.
It's actually, the whole dining experience is about 90 minutes. And this was, 15, 20 minutes of actual...
20, maybe about 20 minutes.
The trainers with the whales, and there he is going on the scale.
Yeah, they're telling you how they weigh the whales, and the whole goal of the whales is to gain more weight. They want to be big.
Is that true?
That's true. That's what if you go back and watch the actual, go to the show notes, watch the thing, and the trainers will tell you the whales want to gain weight.
I was so focused on taking pictures, I didn't hear everything, so I'll have to watch our video.
So that was, and Shamu is waving, all the Shamus are waving goodbye.
And we recommend it.
Yes, I do. High recommend. Now we move over to Epcot. Epcot's celebrating its big 30th anniversary next week. We'll be there. And we just went last night to go for a special fireworks viewing. We'll talk about that next week.
And that's a sim car.
That's the sim car. And that's the new test track car. You took some pictures just as the sun was going down. We made it there just in time. You had some great sunset pictures,
too.
It
was actually a beautiful night.
So in honor of the Epcot's 30th, I threw together some vintage footage from, again, our good friend Ryan Richardson, and I think his father Mark Richardson recorded all this. This is from 1987.
I think he recorded as much as you did.
Well, no, I can guarantee that's not the case, but he did a lot of recording. So this is the top of Spaceship Earth, where they showcased this newfangled thing called the computer, the home computer that was big at the time. So do you remember any of this? You remember
I
that
do
scene?
remember that. Remember when you showed it to me the first time, I recognized it as being inside Spaceship Earth.
And can you guess what this is?
Was this the Horizons?
Horizons. Very good. Very good.
I didn't go. It's been so long since we've been in Horizons, obviously.
Right. Well, some of us stare at that stuff
I know.
more often.
I don't. It wasn't my favorite ride. It was good, but not my favorite.
Outrageous.
Outrageous. I know.
Outrageous to say such a thing. Well, anyway, here is where we get to choose our ending. Do you remember? Did you have a specific preference of an ending that you would choose back in the day?
I think I always ended up
Sea
in
Castle,
Mesa
Verde.
Yeah. I don't know why. Why would I want to go to the desert all the time?
Yeah, it's
I
hot
have
there.
no idea.
very
I already
hot
live
there.
in the hot. I don't know.
I always went to space. I thought space would be the coolest.
I don't remember going to
See,
space
that
so
one was
often.
space to the right, but see, these blinders didn't always work. But you got your wish.
Oh, there
you
it
got
is.
your wish. So we're going through the desert. So this is old school Epcot right here. So
And I remember this.
Do you?
Yes. And I haven't even watched I don't think I've even watched your videos on Horizons because, again, not my. I like imagination more than
It's
anything.
outrageous kind of talk.
I know
Boy,
everybody loves Horizons.
Well, we're going to see a Horizons simulation this weekend. So
We are.
You will go and watch it and
like it.
How did you know what we're...
I know what you're gonna say.
So anyway, if anyone out there likes this retro kind of stuff, I released a new book with my friend Kevin Yee, and it's 30 years of Epcot, almost 600 vintage photos.
Right, you all of your vintage photos, I think you threw on there.
Yeah, we
Not
tried to do photos that you couldn't take today. So you might want to check it out on Amazon and other places. Also, thanks to our sponsors,
Theme Park Connection,
who's having a big announcement this week. I think on Wednesday. I don't even know what it is.
I don't know anything
but,
about it.
I talked to my friend Brian there, and it sounds like it'll be big.
And Maple Leaf
Tickets,
Tickets,
who just renewed with us last week, and we'll be seeing them this week. So
And next week we'll be talking about Epcot's 30th.
have a good week.